Welcome back to NASCAR Reddit, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday morning right now. I'm recording this pretty early. You will see, I'm just going to let you guys know, you will see some NASCAR 25 news later today from Mike Straw and Insider Gaming. You will not see a video from me for a few days. There are reasons I can't get into it, but for the moment, until maybe Thursday evening, I won't have a video on it, but go follow Mike Straw. I've known him for many years. Go follow him on Twitter from Insider Gaming. He has an interview with Matt Lewis, who did the Discord. It's something very similar to the Discord, where he was answering questions. It is just like a one-on-one interview. That is releasing today. And so if you want some NASCAR 25 information, go check that out. Let's get into the Reddit. You guys really enjoyed it last week, so we're going to do it again. And if again, like I said, if you guys keep liking the video, if you keep watching, and if you keep wanting more, then we'll keep doing this Reddit video. And I think it's also a great way for me to kind of communicate with you guys and talk with you guys about real life NASCAR, because I can't, I don't really do much of it since I work for NASCAR nowadays. But I still can talk about it off Reddit because, it's kind of fun. So let's get into it. So this is the first post I see. And it is Dillon in the in-season challenge. He, I think, did like a bump and run in the hairpin to Alex Bowman on the final lap at Sonoma, and he is continuing on in his quest to win $1 million. I think he was the lowest seed. He was seed number 32, and so wouldn't it be just ironic if in the first ever in-season challenge, the 32nd seed ends up winning it? So in reality, I kind of want this to happen just because it would be absolutely hilarious. But I think even if he, let's say he's in the final, he's in the fourth round, so he's in the final four now. Let's say he gets to Indianapolis and he's in the final. I just don't think Dillon's going to run well enough at Indy based off who he's going to have to go up against. But I don't know. I would kind of like to see it happen. It'll be very interesting to see what goes on there. Very, very interesting. Now, there's another post here. NASCAR Classics. 6 races have been uploaded to the NASCAR Classics library. I wanted to talk about this real quick because, so you guys don't really know what I do for NASCAR, right? But part of it is, let me go to the website. I have control, basically, the editorial team, but part of it is also, I have ad blocker, pause that. Part of it is working on this website as well. And NASCAR Classics is over here. It's in the drop-down menu right there. So we click on that, and you have all these races from the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, the Truck Series, and there are so many of them, right? So you have previously, because Dover's this week, so you have the Dover Classics as well. You can watch the NASCAR channel on Tubi, and then they have the closest finishes, but you can just basically search a race, and you go pick a year, right? So I'll pick 2004. And you'll see some races from 2004, and I don't think they don't have all of them, obviously, but they have the majority, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 20 races from the year 2004. And so I'm actually pushing pretty hard for the Classics to actually be up here in they call this the primary nav. So because I actually think NASCAR Classics being here is a disservice to NASCAR Classics. This is actually one of this is my pet projects, my pet peeve. I want to push this a lot more. I think this feature is spectacular. It's a free service. You don't have to pay anything. It is a free service to access whatever amount of races you want to access. I mean, this is from 2007. You can see again. There's more than 20. Oh, they have a lot more. I'm sorry. Maybe so again, they have a ton of races here. I mean, it's crazy. It really is. I think the fact that this is free and the fact that you can watch any race, right? And I'll just go to the Daytona 500 here, and it will play, and you'll have the broadcast and everything after the advertisement. That's wonderful. This is a fantastic feature. So, so 6 races have been uploaded. 2003 Texas, 2003 All-Star Race, 2003 Charlotte, 2005 Homestead, and then Homestead 2025, 2003 Homestead, 2005 Homestead, 2025 Atlanta/Echo Park Speedway. I actually don't know how the races get added. I don't know about that, but this is a fantastic feature. And if you agree with me on it, go watch a lot of NASCAR Classics, because I think it's like the best thing the website has. I'm being honest. It's free and you can literally watch whatever race you want. Like there are a few races that are not on there. I don't know what the races are that are not on the NASCAR Classics website. But if you're thinking of a race, it's probably on there. And that's kind of crazy. So I love that thing. How does Sonoma rank as far as a track that fans like watching or not? This person said, I'm not sure if it's a road course people like or more like whatever. It's kind of boring. There's not a lot of position changes, big crashes, or drama typically. I don't agree with that. Personally, as a fan who goes, it's a great place to watch a race with the course being spread out and gorgeous views of wine country. Find it very therapeutic and calming. Everyone says that when they go to Sonoma, it's like a beautiful place to go. So seems like there's a lot of snooze fest if the driver out front gets it. Yeah, so I don't agree with this. The ARCA had a 3-wide finish, and SVG and Zilisch battle for 13 laps. Sonoma is one of my favorite road courses. I never want to see Sonoma or Watkins Glen off of the schedule. That's just my. If Sonoma or Watkins Glen ever leaves the schedule, I will have a massive, massive problem with that. I think those are the two road courses that should remain on the schedule for as long as the track is open. Like, I'm being honest. Like, those two road courses deserve its spot. They are the historical, holders of road course racing. They're the only two on the schedule for a long time. And I think Sonoma and Watkins Glen are very close to perfect NASCAR road courses. At Sonoma, I don't agree with the changes and big crashes or drama and all that stuff. You have turn 4, right? You have turn 7, which is right before the S's, that massive breaking point. You have the hairpin, and then obviously you have the S's as well, and going up the hill. I think it's a beautiful road course. Now, your complaint that it could be a little bit boring because Martrex Jr. would win by 10 seconds, or Chase Elliott would dominate, or now SVG would dominate, right? It's not about the car that is dominating. It's about, do you think it's a good racetrack? And it's a good racetrack if every time I go there, I know exactly where the passing zones are and how I have to set up a move. So if I have to, if I don't make a pass in turn 4, then and I can't make it in turn 7, then I have to go through the S's, and I need to make sure I can prepare myself, right? I'm not going to try to pass in the S's, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to set up that area, set up turn 10 to get into turn 11, the hairpin, and make the pass. Like that's part of road course racing that I enjoy. I enjoy having specific passing zones, and then you have to set up the pass, while you're on that lap. That's what I like, So I think Sonoma's a great road course. The whole ARCA and 3-wide and Xfinity cars, we've known this, guys. The Xfinity cars are great race cars. It is a car issue. The next gen car is just not. It has a little bit of a dirty air issue. SVG is just dominating. That's just how it is. SVG is better than everyone else in the next gen car, and that's actually not even a car issue. What that is that is that is the car being very similar. So and everyone's getting a little bit better at road course racing, and one driver is just downright better than everybody else. And obviously in the Xfinity series, it is the same thing. It's just that Zilisch is just as talented as SVG at road courses, and they're in the same the same JRM equipment, and so they battle it out. And the lack of dirty air makes it very equal, and the two talents can go and duke it out. In the Cup Series, there isn't really anyone to compete with SVG. He is just outright better than everybody else. Chase Elliott struggles with the next gen car. It could be like a car thing, right? Like Chase Elliott was dominant with the Gen 6 car, but then he goes to the next gen car and it's a different driving style, and it's no surprise that the next gen car is very similar to what SVG was driving in his career over in Australia and New Zealand, and that's just it fits for him, and he has the advantage because he and the car, he knows it fits his driving style, and he's just downright better than everyone else. You can't complain about the track. It's definitely not the tracks. Road course racing in NASCAR is really, really fun when you have the car that provides it. If you take Xfinity to any road course, you're going to have very compelling racing because the Xfinity car is just a great race car. And at the moment in the Cup Series, SVG is just kicking ass. Like, if you don't like that, which a lot of NASCAR fans always complain when a driver gets dominant, when Jeff Gordon was dominant, when Jimmy Johnson was dominant, when Chase Elliott was dominant at road courses, and now when SVG is dominant at road courses, they will complain because they don't want to see a driver destroy the field by 5 seconds every road course. But at the end of the day, the car is closer than ever. It's not his fault that he's better than everyone else. Like, it's his teammates are not competing with him. That should tell you right there. Daniel Suarez and Ross Chastain are nowhere near SVG at the majority of these road courses. So what does that tell you? He's just better. Just respect it. It is what it is. He's that good. Connor Zilisch has an average finish of 2.4 in the last 7 races since returning from his back injury. That's crazy. 2 wins, 1 on the oval, 1 on the road course, 3 runner-up finishes, and 7 straight top 5s. I'm a big fan, man. I'm a big fan. Now, I will say, the last time I was a big fan of a driver, it was, in terms of talent, it was Ty Gibbs. And he's had over 100 starts now in the Cup Series, and it hasn't panned out as well as I thought it would. Okay. And so I still have faith in Ty Gibbs. I still think his road course racing, he's extremely talented. He's not as good as obviously SVG and I would say Elliott and some other guys, but he's very, very good. And I think Ty Gibbs is incredibly talented. And I still have faith that he will eventually realize that talent and start winning races. I don't know when that is. I thought it would be by now, but it hasn't happened. And so Zilisch is the next guy that I have not I haven't felt this way about a driver in the lower series since Ty Gibbs. And then before that, it was, William Byron and Chase Elliott. So a few of them come around every few years, right? I think it was Chase Elliott first and then William Byron and then Ty Gibbs a few years later. And now a few years later after that, it's Connor Zilisch, right? And so I'm a big fan of him. Obviously, I think his biggest learning will be the ovals. He's obviously better than SVG in ovals at the moment, I think. But in order to compete on a Cup Series level on ovals, he's still going to have to improve, to get to that, we're talking a championship level, right? To compete with Larson and to compete with Christopher Bell and to compete with, I'll take past drivers, obviously, Jimmy Johnson, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Jeff Gordon, all these guys, right? You can't just dominate the road courses, but you can't just average a top 10 on the oval, right? If you want to win championships, you're going to have to win races on ovals and be consistently fast. So I'm a big fan of Connor, and I think he will be a superstar. That's just my honest opinion. Let's see if he does it, because Ty Gibbs is disappointing me. It gives him PTSD. So I think Connor will do it. He's still very young. Give him time. I don't think he should go to the Cup Series next year. I think he should stay in the Xfinity Series for 2 years. That's my little thing. 2 years in the Xfinity Series, and then you go to Cup. And also, you go when there's a ride for you. You don't just take whatever you go when the organization fits you, right? If you are obviously lucky enough to go to a Gibbs, to go to a Penske, to go to a Hendrick, then you go. But if you can't go to those teams and you have to go to a lesser team that it doesn't have a success of winning, let's just say RCR at the moment, they don't have the greatest race cars. If Zilisch goes to RCR, I'd be I don't know, because you can carry a team. Kevin Harvick carried RCR for a long time, but obviously you want to find the best fit, and the best fit will obviously be a Hendrick, a Gibbs, a Penske, maybe a 2311 in the future, maybe Trackhouse Racing, so those kind of fits. So we will see. Where should you sit at Talladega? The infield. Go to the infield. That's all I'm going to say. Just go to the infield. What the heck is this? Does anyone have a video of the rabbit getting hit on track Sunday at Sonoma? My brother and I were sitting turn 9 grandstands this Sunday, and during one of the final cautions, a rabbit ran onto the track and got obliterated. It was right after the S's coming down the hill in turn 9. Oh, man. It was actually Justin Haley who hit the jackrabbit. They didn't even bother to take the corpse off the track. No! That's sad. I don't think TV got that. Damn. Catherine Legge has finished ahead of Carson Hocevar in all 4 Cup Series races she has qualified for. Does this mean anything interesting? Probably not. Carson's severed leg came back with him. This is what we joined Reddit for. That's actually they're very good. My goodness. Yeah. I mean, Carson gets wrecked a lot, right? And he gets in trouble. I mean, Carson's very fast. But I guess there's nothing to say on this, right? Congratulations, Kat. She does well. Congratulations. Montreal doesn't work out next year. Why doesn't the Cup Series race at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park? It was on the schedule until 2021. I'm just going to point this out. This my one of my dreams. I understand we have a lot of road courses now, guys. I understand. And I think adding another road course, which will make it what, 7? Do we have 6 already? I think that would be a little bit too much. I do agree. I think 5 is the sweet spot. But one of those 5 for the last 10 years, 15 years, NASCAR needs to go to Montreal. This is the racetrack. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is outside of Sonoma and Watkins Glen. I've never seen a road course be so perfect for stock car racing than that. Like, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, we saw the Xfinity Series go there a few times. It is the perfect stock car road course, in my opinion. I think it has absolutely everything. It has the slow rolling corners. It has the heavy braking zones. It has the top speed. It has the hairpin. It has everything. Montreal has literally everything I would want in a road course. The beautiful views, the wonderful city, going into Canada, obviously. You want to make sure you get that Canadian audience out there and take NASCAR to them as well. I hope Montreal gets on the schedule, and I hope Montreal stays on the Cup Series and Xfinity Series and truck, whatever it has to be, for the foreseeable future. I want that track there. I don't know the reasons why the Cup Series has not gone there for however many years. Actually, to be fair, they've never been. It's the Xfinity. I don't know why they don't go there. I have no idea. Obviously, there are reasons financially, or the city, or the track. I don't know what it is. But I love this racetrack. Anything you could do to get NASCAR to Montreal, please, 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 because I'll go there. I love it. I love when F1 goes there, obviously, and you can see even the F1 races are really good at Canada a lot of the times. It is a wonderful racetrack, so we'll see. Maybe the final one I want to talk about, because it's part of gaming. I know nothing about NASCAR, but I played NASCAR Heat 2 on my friend's Xbox. That is 2018? No, 2017. NASCAR Heat 2 was 2017, I think. So that game was in 2017. Now I want a NASCAR game similar on my Switch 2. Yeah, you only have NASCAR Rivals. Yeah, that's it, right? So, let's see. They've all been delisted. There's a new one coming out this fall, not coming to Switch. Oh, so it was delisted. Okay, so you'd have to get NASCAR Rivals, but a physical copy of it, which I think you can definitely find somewhere. And then, NASCAR 25 is not coming to Switch 2, so it won't be that. But yeah, NASCAR Rivals, if that's your thing. Guys, that's another Reddit video. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments down below. Take care of yourselves again. There will be some NASCAR 25 information coming out today on Insider Gaming with Mike Straw, so go check that out. Take care of yourselves. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.